You know what? Certain things just don't make absolutely no sense. Like people are saying how trend is your friend. I mean, this is the stupidest thing I have ever heard from anyone in trading, that trend is your friend. Stay with the trend. No, that's fucking bullshit. Stay with the trend. Don't make you money. What makes you money, your best friend in the markets, is trend reversal. It's the trend reversal. When the market transitions from being a bull to a bear, when the market transitions, when all hope is lost, from bear to a bull, it is those moments in the market that create insane opportunities to make a substantial amount of money when it comes to trading options. Specifically, if you get the timing right, when it comes to trading weekly options. Unfortunately, so many traders are just so brainwashed by the conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom don't fucking get you nowhere, okay? Warren Buffett, conventional wisdom, okay? He can pull that shit off. He started back in 1958, okay? You're going to try to repeat the same shit? Good luck. Why is there only one Warren Buffett, okay? His strategy is simple, okay? His stuff is simple, but yet so many people just have such a fucking difficult time being Warren Buffett, okay? That's why there's not another Warren Buffett. And when it comes to trading weekly options, there's nobody else out there like 13 market moves. So if you're trying to capture the big swings within short amount of time, guys, forget about the fucking conventional wisdom, okay? There's stuff that we have pioneered here at 13 Market Moves. Nobody can fucking see, okay? Nobody can even believe the kind of trades that we put together. Why? Because everybody is fucking brainwashed by conventional wisdom. And if you've been in the market for some time, man, if you've been in the market for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, okay? If you've been in the market for a year, 3 months, okay? I promise you, if you follow conventional wisdom, okay, you're not a full-time trader. You still got to go do other shit. You still got to go around a business. You still got to go to your job. I mean, you may be highly skilled at what you do when it comes to your job or your business, but when it comes to trading, okay, your skills aren't shit because you listen to a little bit of information here, a little bit of information here, and you get busy with other things. You never have the time to actually find out what is the root of a 20x trade. What is the root of a 50x trade? How do you look in the market in a way that conventional wisdom cannot capture? You got to think outside of the box, okay? Apple was created outside of the freaking box. A lot of great things were created by thinking in a different way from what the conventional wisdom dictates, okay? So, to me, conventional wisdom is basically something that everyone already knows, something that everyone already believes in, something that you hear about in the news, something that is just, it's common sense, okay? But yet common sense don't make you fucking market. It don't make you money in the market because market is not about common sense. Okay, market is about identifying where 90% of the market participants got shit wrong. Okay, where the next opportunity is before the rest of the world finds out. Okay, like one of our greatest shorting ideas, believe it or not, right now nobody talks about it. It's fucking shorting Amazon. Amazon's got a ton of fucking issues. Okay, and yet after the recent earnings report, the stock goes higher. So you're thinking, Leo, how are you gonna go and how are you gonna short Amazon? Why would you do it? They had such a quarter. They guys, if you study the history of Amazon, for example, there's not one time in the history of Amazon where it reported a highly profitable quarter and it was able to repeat it again the next quarter. It just doesn't fucking happen for Amazon. And considering all the other things that we're looking at as far as the charts, as far as the things that are happening globally, Amazon is just not going to be able to perform the way it did this quarter for the next few quarters. And so after this quarter, of course, the expectations are elevated. And if you've been paying close attention to any of my videos, okay, you want to bet against highly inflated expectations. And inflated was a play of words there. It is inflation that's going to kill Amazon. And contrary to the popular belief where, oh, we've hit the peak of inflation, that shit is behind us, guys, we live in a kind of world where inflation is only going to go higher, okay? There's certain things that are already factored in here at Thursday Market Moves that the rest of the world hasn't fucking caught on yet. And maybe there are people that have caught on to it yet, but as far as the current market conditions, reactions, pricing, and everything, it hasn't been factored in at all, which gives you an insane opportunity, okay, to make a fortune, okay? And basically, the fun... Most of the time I talk about charts, but since this is a conversation, this is a podcast, okay? Basically, you cannot have lower inflation. Doesn't matter how you hike the interest rates. Doesn't matter how much you hike the interest rates. You cannot keep inflation under control, because over the last 100 years, basically, the world has cooperated. The economy has been flowing based off mutual agreements between countries that economically made sense. If one country makes something at a much cheaper price, okay, let's make it there and then ship it to a country that can't get the same stuff at such a good price. Whether it's labor costs, such as was the case with China for many, many years, okay, or, such as a country, I mean, we're talking about the basics of economics, okay? You can't grow fucking bananas in Siberia. So, yeah, you go buy bananas somewhere else. What do you do in Siberia? You take oil and you ship it to the country that's got the bananas. Guys, we're talking about a comparative advantage here. We're talking about basic stuff in economics. And all of that shit is broken because right now we have economics that is driven by politics. And that is the main case for inflation to continue higher. And Fed is going to be fucked. Now, there's two cases for the Fed. One is they're actually trying to engineer this crash. And I promise you, this crash is coming, and it's probably coming a lot faster than most of the people are seeing right now, because they're saying, most of the people, okay, they just comfortably gotten so fucking bullish, right? Now you hear people say, well, the S&P is going to go to 5,000, right? When are they saying that? Where the fuck were they when S&P was at 3,800? They weren't saying that. They're only comfortable saying S&P is going to go to 5,000 when they're comfortable saying it now when S&P is at 4,600. Okay, well, you don't have to be a fucking hero, okay, to read the trend and say, well, we've been going higher for quite some time and they're buying the dip every fucking time. Yeah, what about you, okay, trying to buy the market at 4,600 right now on S&P and shooting for the 5,000 range by the end of the year? You're going to be fucking shocked. There is a higher probability of a market hitting 3,800, okay, because it should have never, ever gotten above 38.50 when a few banks collapsed. So we should have really made a leg lower from that point. But since then, we've gotten up from 3,800 all the way to basically 4,600. That's 800 points. Okay, guys, we can lose 800 points in S&P within 2 fucking weeks. I'm not saying we're going to lose it in the next 2 weeks, but I am saying that by the end of the year, we're going to be at 3,800. Okay, and then the same people that are saying right now, hey, we're going to 5,000, it's the same fucking people are going to be lowering target prices, and they're going to look like total idiots when comes Christmas, and they inviting a bunch of them on TV. But probably CNBC will not invite those. They're not going to invite those fuckers because it's going to make CNBC look stupid. Oh, yeah, we had this guy back in July, August. He said S&P is going to go to 5,000. Now we're at 3,800. Oh, yeah. We're not inviting this motherfucker back here to talk about what happened, okay? But now it makes sense. Everybody's just like, oh, the market can't do no wrong. The market cannot drop. All the bears, they're thrown down the flag. Guys, there's money to be made on each side of the market each and every time. Okay, the worst market conditions when you trade short-term options expiration, of course, is when the market does nothing. So there are times where you can buy puts and make nothing. There are times you can buy calls in what appears to be a bullish trend, and you're still left with nothing, because what it boils down to is fucking entries and exits. Okay, that's where the money's made. It doesn't matter if you're bull, bear, it doesn't matter who thinks what. What matters is, when do you click the fucking button? And I will tell you that 99% of the traders, they hesitate to click the button when it's actually time to click the fucking button. So that's the issue. This is the puzzle. I just solved the fucking puzzle for you in like less than 10 minutes, okay? If you're struggling as a trader and you're wondering, why the fuck, Leo, why I've never done a 20x trade. I've never done even a 10x trade. Leo, I've never even done a 4x trade. Guys, the issue is it's the entries and exits. And the only way you're going to overcome that, it deals with your psychology. You may be a brain surgeon. I don't give a fuck how good you are at what you do outside of trading. Trading is a whole different ball game. And this is what 13 Market Moves is fucking exceptional about. Okay, we see moves before they happen because we track sequences. It's the sequence of the moves that is possible to calculate. Nothing is possible to calculate with 100% certainty and outcome, but on certain days give us such an insane probability of what's going to happen next. You're going to be like, man, these guys, he's a psycho. Man, these dudes at 13 Market Moves, how do they know what's going to happen tomorrow? And like these market conditions, guys, we don't strive in every type of market conditions. I just outlined market condition for you where 13 Market Moves, we don't do exceptionally well when the market goes sideways. Why? Because we trade directional options. So when the market goes sideways overall, like it doesn't make any big one-day moves or so on, okay, you're better off selling options, okay? But when the market is moving, you cannot waste those highly profitable trading day type opportunities because, guys, I mean, there are moments where you can go from 5K to 500K in a matter of 72 hours. Now, I know for those of you that are struggling to go from 5K to fucking 10K, you're listening to this and you're like, well, how is that? How is that even like, it doesn't even equate in your mind because you're focusing on the wrong shit. Your entries and exits, they fucking suck and you need fucking help. Okay, so thanks for listening to this message. If you're ready to grab your balls, get help today at 13 Market Moves. And yes, we are actually in the process of hiring 4 trading psychologists. So actually trading psychology is going to be one of the products we're going to be offering here at 13 Market Moves, to where you can call in and have a psychology session because honestly, guys, it's like 99% of traders. This is where you fail. You emotionally get out at the wrong time. You emotionally cannot hold to a beautiful trade. You got out the fuck too early, and then you're tearing your hair because you're like, why the fuck did I do that, man? If I just stayed in the trade, I would have made extra 20,000. Instead, I fucking made 200. Guys, enough is enough. Okay, at some point you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, fuck it. I fucking need some help. Let's just fucking somebody. 13 Market Moves, please. And it all starts with a phone call. Okay? So fuck those people that tell you trend is your friend, because they're fucking lying. None of them people make any real money in the market. Okay? They certainly never put a 20x trade together. So trend is not your fucking friend. It's the trend reversal. Damn it. If there's anything you're going to take from this audio that's going to help you in trading, and you focus on trend reversal opportunities, TRO. Learn more about them by getting in touch with us at 13marketmoves.com or 13mmtv.com. Guys, let's go. Next 6 months are going to be absolutely phenomenal. Don't fucking miss it. Let's roll.